My name is Austin. I'd like to take a minute to share a community program that I've been working on. Growing up, I learned and heard frequently that curiosity is the essence of humanity, of human nature. And with that, I pretty much agree. We always have the joke, right? The toddlers are always asking why, why, why. I have two toddlers. They ask that question a lot. But I think it's really important in understanding who we are as a species. What is it that we focus on? We ask questions of the sciences and of natural sciences, philosophy, psychology, but we also ask questions of science and technology, right? Magnetic fields kind of blow my brain a little bit, but they've existed ever since the Earth's been around, and these magnetic fields are really important to electricity. I'm an electrical engineer, so that's why it's always so interesting to me. Um, Growing up, I love to tinker. I love to take things apart, put them back together. I like to build with Legos. I like to play with Lincoln Logs. I like to figure out how things worked. I had a family that supported that. I have three older brothers and a twin sister. My twin sister is also an electrical engineer, and two of my other brothers were mechanical and software engineers. So um, I've got a lot of engineering in my family, and that created a good environment to learn and ask questions, a safe environment to do so. But I also found out, through growing up that not everybody had that opportunity. So what I want to be able to do is provide that opportunity for individuals of all ages, children, young adults, adults, to be able to explore STEM, ask questions they've always wondered, look for solutions that they think are there, and then go test them. The main of the Curiosity Club would be to develop equity of access to STEM projects outside of school that are applicable to our daily lives. I know we've all probably heard of Pythagorean theorem. It's probably pretty hard to understand how Pythagorean theorem even helps you if you haven't learned calculus. So it's a good example of where we learned STEM, but we didn't figure out how it applies to our life. And I'm probably like y'all in that if I don't learn how it applies, it just goes in one ear and out the other. Another objective of this group is to allow flexibility within the group, to allow participants to lead the conversation. Right? We want individuals who come to the group to be asking the questions and taking the initiative. It doesn't need to be something where individuals are coming, they're filling out a worksheet and leaving. We want to create dynamic and agile projects that can change or not, or they may not follow specific step-by-step procedures. I want students asking questions. I want students to feel empowered to feel like they can go one direction instead of another. Especially when you're looking for answers, you may end up going 6 different directions. So I want those participants to feel empowered to explore that on their own. So what does this club look like? It looks like meeting once or twice a month at a community center, a rec center, could be in a school gymnasium, to line out a project, do Q&A, brainstorming, look up possible solutions. It could be something that's simple and happening, something that's really easy to do in one go, but it might also be something that's complicated that takes several months to resolve. I want to be able to provide resources for participants when they come and say, hey, I really want to build something. I need a computer that runs it. Well, for example, you could get a little Raspberry Pi. They're not terribly expensive, and it would be something that I would want to be able to provide to individuals. I'm an electrical engineer, so if there's technical support, hey, maybe I can help out. If I can't, let's look at universities, TTU or TTC or TCC, excuse me. Let's look for solutions around us. Let's look at libraries. Google is a wealth of knowledge. And finally, I just want to encourage students, participants to take the initiative in leading this. To get involved, currently safety is our priority, and so we're delaying the initiation of this until vaccines are available for all ages. I have two toddlers, so we don't want to introduce risk where risk doesn't exist currently. Once that is lifted, once we understand that the vaccines for COVID are available for everyone, Outreach will be through schools, STEM clubs at schools, libraries, community centers, etc. The initial group will most likely be limited to young adults or adults, depending on that location. So my name is, once again, Austin Baccus. Feel free to reach out to that email. If you send me an email, I will put your name on a contact list, and I'll send out information when those dates and locations are determined. The goal here would just be to allow STEM to become a part of people's lives in a way that can really impact them, and hopefully in the end will generate a little bit of community too.